everybody. Thanks for tuning in. Today I got some very special footage for you guys. My good friend Scott, and at the time my deckhand, sent me this footage the other day. This was back when I was running a boat called the Ocean Princess, which we no longer own, and was the first boat I ever captained. As you can see here, it's one of the most amazing whale experiences I have ever had. It's a great story and I would love to share it with you. This season, we were fishing the northern coast of British Columbia, and at the time had found a great place to fish offshore. If you have watched my previous videos, you would know that I now fish what is called a stacked license, which means I can haul 500 prawn traps a day. But at this stage in my career, we're only fishing a single, which means 300 pots a day. Which was great because the Ocean Princess was a smaller boat, not really built to handle a stacked license. At this point in the season, we were a pretty well-oiled machine, so we could get through our 300 pots, sometimes before 3 o'clock in the afternoon, which means we would be done for the day while it's still light out. When you're fishing this far offshore, it's standard procedure to pull the boat out of gear and just drift through the night until the next day. We turn our lights on and our anchor light to indicate that we are just drifting. This is mainly due to the fact that the shore is just too far away for us to travel each night. On this particular fine afternoon, we were done for the day and already drifting, so I laid down for a nap and let the boat rock me to sleep. An hour or two later, Scott comes storming inside yelling, "Whale, whale!" Out here, we see whales all the time, so it's like, whatever, man. "No," Scott yelled, "there's a whale rubbing up on the boat." I couldn't believe what was happening, and I came outside to see this magnificent creature splashing and playing and rolling. You could tell he was rubbing up his back against our bulbous bow, trying to scrub some of those barnacles off, and he was just hanging out. He really was. At first I thought that maybe this whale's in trouble. I looked around, there was nothing to be seen. He was just playing and hanging out. Like I said, we weren't traveling, so he came to us. He just wanted to hang out, and it was pretty unreal. Sometimes he would roll over on his side, like you can see here, and just stare right at us as we're hanging off the bow of the ship. For those of you who don't know, this is a humpback whale, and they can grow up to 60 feet long and weigh up to 80,000 pounds. Humpback whales migrate thousands of miles between feeding grounds and breeding grounds. Some populations migrate between Alaska and Hawaii, which is a 3,000-mile trip that can be completed in just 36 days. They are also what is called a baleen whale, which means they have a fringed plate instead of teeth. Baleen is a filter feeding system in the mouths of the whale, made of the same protein that makes up human hair and fingernails, keratin. How it works is the whale opens its mouth underwater and takes in water. Then the whale pushes the water out through the baleen. The baleen filters out the small prey like krill and plankton and small fish, and then the whale swallows them whole. They can eat up to 3,000 pounds per day. They truly are an amazingly beautiful creature. This was a very humbling experience for us. I would like to say that it was one of the most amazing experiences I have ever had, but I am lucky to say that this is one of many amazing experiences I have had growing up on this rural coast. I think every day about how fortunate I am to be so connected with nature on a level that most people will never understand. To be able to make a living for my family from a resource that I cherish and protect dearly and will protect with my life if I had to. Thank you so much for coming along on this journey with me, and I so look forward to sharing more with you. Stay tuned, everybody, and I'll see you when I'm looking at you.